Hi everyone. Yes, I am definitely ready to learn more about the customer-centric revenue manager mindset. I think it's super important to remember to have the customer in mind throughout their entire journey, from beginning to end and everything that might happen in between. I also would agree that numbers are the language of business. I have a couple experiences that have kind of taught me that. The first one would be traveling to West Palm Beach last semester and listening to all of the panelists and all the speakers talk. They all had so much data that they used, and they used that data to tell their story. They were able to, show us these numbers and these graphs and tables and everything like that, and kind of explain what was happening and why these numbers were increasing, and then showing, the importance behind all of those different aspects. Another one would be the casino project that we had last semester in the BIT class with Boyd Gaming. My group really focused on numbers and data and graphs and all of these things, and we put so much into our presentation. And I think at first I thought it might be a little bit much because I had never done one of these presentations before, but as time went on, I definitely realized there was a lot going into that, and it made our storytelling for why we chose the ideas we did so much easier. So I think those two opportunities really showed me just how important, numbers are when talking about the language of business. When you look at how people speak with target markets and customer-centric revenue management, I think it's so important to, have the customer in mind. Kind of like I was saying before, you have to take that customer journey, from the second they step into the lobby, and you have to think about, okay, I've never been here before. What am I seeing? Who am I meeting? All of those things that might go by unnoticed for people who work there and see that place every single day. So I think it's really important to, keep in mind, always try to go back and look at it with a fresh eye, try to reset and find the things that you might, usually skip over because it's just the normal location to you. Looking at different KPIs as a customer, especially a customer of my age group, I think one of the more important ones would be average daily rate because, for me right now, I don't have a lot of money. I'm not working currently, and I'm picking a hotel based on price. Obviously, I'm looking at reviews and other things like that, but price is my number one concern at the moment. When looking as the, CCRM, one of the ones that I think is super important is occupancy, because if you have more people in the hotel, there's more things that you can get done. You're making more of a revenue and doing things such as that. So I think if you focus on that number, if you're bringing that number up, then you're doing well. One of the things that I think about with that is we had a guest speaker come in from Ogilvy, and he talked about how he was always overbooking their lodging because someone was bound to drop out. That occupancy number was extremely important to him. And I mean, they never had to kick anybody out, so it's always worked out. They've always made a lot of money from it. Definitely a sketchy, risky game, but it's worked out for him. And then lastly, when you're looking at, post-pandemic and different KPIs and other aspects, I think one of the ones that I've noticed is the supply has been going up. There's not only, hotels, but people are getting back into the outdoors. People want to stay in cabins and go camping and do all these other things, so the supply is increasing. Additionally, Marriott has done, we talked about this in my hotel operations class, but Marriott has, started putting out different lodging options as well. It's not just hotels anymore, but they also have some rental properties that you can go and stay at, kind of like Airbnb or Vrbo. So the supply of different lodging options has definitely increased too post-pandemic.